What makes a city perfect? What makes a leader just? And what truly elevates a human being above all else? Over 1,000 years ago, during the peak of the Islamic Golden Age, one mind set out to answer these monumental questions. His name was Abu Nasr, Al-Farabi, a Turkish polymath whose work was so profound, so vital to the intellectual world, that he earned the title the second teacher, second only to Aristotle himself. Al-Farabi's philosophy centered on the power of the mind, encapsulated by his belief: a man becomes a person through intelligence. Today, we explore the life of the philosopher who charted the course for logic and politics, and whose emphasis on cognitive skill defines success even in our modern technological era. Al-Farabi was born around 870 AD in the region of Farabi in what is modern-day Kazakhstan. He began his journey as a wandering scholar, seeking knowledge in the great intellectual centers of the East. His quest eventually led him to Baghdad, the intellectual capital of the Abbasid Caliphate, renowned for its libraries and the thriving house of wisdom. In Baghdad, he immersed himself in the vast corpus of Greek philosophy being translated into Arabic. He didn't just read the texts, he mastered the language and thought of the ancients, particularly the difficult, systematic works of Aristotle. Al-Farabi's dedication was legendary. It is said he had to read Aristotle's obscure asterisk on the soul asterisk 200 times before fully grasping it. This commitment to intellectual rigor defined his life. Having absorbed this knowledge, Al-Farabi soon became one of Baghdad's leading thinkers, but his true genius lay in his ability to synthesize and organize this knowledge. Al-Farabi's most immediate and profound impact was in the field of logic. He took Aristotle's dense, complex logical works, the Organon, and systemized them, making them accessible to the Arabic-speaking world. He firmly established that logic is the essential prerequisite for all philosophical and scientific inquiry. Without rigorous, systematic thought, he argued, no valid truth could be achieved. This devotion to logical precision stems from his core philosophical belief: a man becomes a person through intelligence. For Al-Farabi, the unique and defining quality of humanity is its intellect, or asterisk. He mapped out a theory of the intellect, explaining how humans transition from merely having the potential for thought to achieving an acquired state of perfection, where one grasps universal truths. This journey is one of constant, conscious, cognitive effort. By emphasizing the mind's central role, Al-Farabi connected individual self-improvement directly to the development of cognitive skills, seeing intelligence not just as a tool, but as the very essence of personhood. Al-Farabi didn't just refine logic, he was the first major philosopher in Islam to fully engage with political philosophy, synthesizing Plato's asterisk Republic asterisk with Islamic principles in his landmark work, asterisk The Virtuous City asterisk. He structured the ideal state like a perfectly functioning human body, where every part contributes harmoniously to the whole. At the top sits the first ruler, or imama philosophiking, who possesses both perfect intellect and perfect moral character. The ruler's primary function is to guide the citizens towards happiness, which Al-Farabi defines as the perfection of the human intellect and the attainment of ultimate truth. The city's goal is not merely survival, but intellectual and moral elevation. Al-Farabi vividly described corrupted states the ignorant city, which pursues only sensory pleasures, and the wicked city, which knows the truth but chooses evil. His work became a foundational text for political ethics. Towards the end of his life, perhaps disillusioned with the real-world politics of Baghdad, Al-Farabi left for Syria, settling under the patronage of the ruler Saif al-Dawla in Aleppo, where he lived a simple, contemplative life. Al-Farabi passed away around 958, but his intellectual legacy became a central current in both Islamic and European thought. He was the essential bridge. Philosophers like Ibn Sina acknowledged Al-Farabi's essential groundwork in making the complex thought of Aristotle comprehensible. Without the second teacher, the great works of the Golden Age might never have flourished. Through translations into Latin and Hebrew, Al-Farabi introduced fundamental concepts of Platonism and Aristotelianism to medieval European thinkers. Deeply shaping the trajectory of Western philosophy, his polymathic contributions also included a massive authoritative treatise on music theory, the Kitab al-Musiqa al-Kabir, which defined classical Arabic music and demonstrated the mathematical precision required in art. His influence on logic, politics, and the synthesis of reason and faith ensures his place not just as a historical figure, but as a perennial source of wisdom. In the 21st century, Al-Farabi's quote, "A man becomes a person through intelligence," takes on new meaning. We are no longer defined by physical labor, but by cognitive skill. He reminds us that true personhood isn't passive. It's an active, continuous process of intellectual development. In the age of AI and automation, success belongs to those who hone the high-level cognitive skills that machines cannot replicate. Critical thinking, logical analysis, and philosophical synthesis. His concept of the virtuous city serves as a timeless ethical framework, reminding political leaders that the purpose of governance is not merely wealth or power, but the moral and intellectual elevation of its citizens. Al-Farabi, the second teacher, gifted the world a logical blueprint for truth and a philosophical ideal for governance. His legacy is a resounding call to prioritize intelligence as the ultimate pursuit of the human spirit. How do you strive to cultivate your intelligence and live in a virtuous city? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this journey through philosophy inspired you, please like this video and subscribe for more insights into history's greatest thinkers